Great. Now, I am going to take a minute to introduce you. I'm going to grab your bio here. Peter Moustakis. Wow. You founded Moustakis Law back in 2011, and you have 2 locations, and you're located in Massachusetts as well as New Hampshire. Your firm is committed to helping families through different legal matters as their lives unfold, whether it's through the purchase of a new home, preparation of a will, or dealing with the loss of a loved one. Peter will provide the legal counsel necessary. Peter has also developed a niche in helping people plan for what happens to their pets or horses when the owner passes away through the use of certain trusts. Peter has received an award related to estate planning as well, and contributed to 2 family law publications, and the author of, this is super cool, a book that's on Amazon titled Estate Planning in the Modern Family. Old school meets new school. I love it. He's the former president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and education coordinator of the BNI chapter that I belong to and he belongs to out in Wayland, Massachusetts, titled Commerce Connections. Whew, I'm telling you, if you want to know anything about BNI, just talk to Peter too. He's a former vice chair of the Animal Law Committee at the Massachusetts Bar Association and is currently serving on the New Hampshire Bar Association's Ethics Committee. And he's also the proud dad of 2 little 4-month-old twins. Woohoo! Wow, Peter. Just amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Sharon. Thank you for that nice introduction, and I'm happy to be here. This is fun for me. So, I'm a big believer in cultivating authentic and long-term relationships with my clients, and that's why I use SendOutcards. I also like to implement systems in my law practice to ensure that I get consistent and desired results every time. So with SendOutcards, I'm able to have a campaign set up to do that. I use SendOutcards for different things. One, and I'll list a few of them and I'll go down the line, but mostly I like to use it for birthday cards for my clients. Every month, I like to look over and see what clients are having a birthday that month. Is it a big one? And I just like to make sure I'm personally involved and just knowing how they're doing. So then I send out monthly birthday cards to each client that I've had over the past few years. Just say, hey, happy birthday. And SendOutcards has tools to automate these things for you so you can do it quickly without much thought to it. But I like to just go through it individually just so I feel that connection again with the client each time. So it's a little bit longer, but there are systems that you can use or implement in a law practice to send out birthday cards to clients. I like to send out holiday cards to clients too, whether it's a Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year. I like to send out the holiday cards every so often. So that's all part of it. And if you see right there, you have a picture of a horse on a happy birthday card. As Sharon mentioned earlier, I do pet trusts. So that also includes trusts for horses. I often have clients who come to me and they say, look, Peter, I have a horse and they're super expensive to care for, so I need to set up a trust for it. Can you help me? And that's what I do. And then every year, I like to send out a birthday card to the horse that is benefiting from the pet trust that I created. Just because, I once received a card for my horse and it really meant a lot to me when I got it. So I just wanted to pay it forward and it just felt right. So that's why I have that there. I also like to send out reminders to clients, and that's what you see here with the hello card. It's more of, hey, you reached out to me a while back. I'm just giving you a quick reminder. I haven't heard back from you. Can you please, get in touch with me? And you haven't been returning my calls. Maybe this card will remind you to give me a call. And that's helped a few times. It's just a nice little push to say, hey, I'm still here. So that's something I do, and that's my horse right there, Goldie. She was ready for the Super Bowl. We dressed her up as a cheerleader with the football decals and the pom-poms on the feet. So that was Goldie, and yeah, you can do so much with SendOutCards. I like doing that. And I also use that picture sometimes as a reminder to people about when the Kentucky Derby's running. You know, just a random card to send to people beginning of May saying, hey, don't forget the Kentucky Derby this time, this channel, you know, don't be late, just because it's fun to keep that top of mind awareness thing with clients. So yeah, and I also, there's a branding that I like to use with my firm. That's my logo, and it doesn't hurt to have it available on the back of the card. So I love the branding systems that SendOutCard uses, and I use it quite a bit.
Oh, anything else?
I do, if you don't mind. Do I have
Keep
time?
going.
All right, I got this. I've sent out other things to clients, like for special events, retirements, birth of a baby. If someone has like a baby that's joining the family, you can send out a big card, like a 10 by 13 card or something with just pictures, and you can send gifts. So it's just, I think it's really cool to be able to send that out randomly to clients. It's a bit of work, but you know, when people have big life events happening, why not share it with them? So that's how I like to use SendOutCards for my clients. But I also use SendOutCards to help me grow my business by connecting with referral partners. So there are certain referral partners that I meet with occasionally, and I do like to cultivate and maintain relationships. So I use SendOutCards for that. After I meet with a potential referral partner for the first time, I'll send them out a card with a gift, and I'll just say, hey, you know, thank you for meeting with me. Hopefully we can create a long-term beneficial relationship together. And, you know, sometimes people get busy, so it's good to follow up. So I use certain campaigns on SendOutCards to follow up with these referral partners every so often. You know, just shoot them a quick card and say, hey, you know, let's get together for lunch. Or, you know, it's been a year since we last talked. Let's get together. Here's a gift. So there are different ways you can do it. Those are some of the ways I've done it, and I've found a lot of value in it for my firm. It's really helped grow my practice to where I like it to be. So it's been great.
So as I've been listening, some people just might want to know, like, how easy has the system been for you to learn? Because you've been pretty much self-sustaining. I know I haven't helped you much. What's your tricks, Peter?
It's pretty intuitive. It's pretty straightforward to use. It's not difficult, and there are tons of educational videos on there. So if I ever get lost, I just click on the resource tab, and you know, there it is, and my question is answered. I mean, they make it pretty user friendly. So yeah.
Great. And I think your key is, what I'm hearing is, I think you have systems set up. Do you have like the contacts set up with groups and stuff so that it's easy for you to send off the cards?
Yeah, absolutely. Because with any kind of business, the more systems you have in place, the more you can repeat a desired result, and it just makes things more productive, and you can have more time to do other things. So, you know, SendOutCards has ways to implement systems, and I'm a big believer in systems, because the more productive you are, the more you can get done.
Right. And especially with two twins. I mean, I think you use this for some of the announcements too and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I use the personal one for the announcements, you know, because we have family that we want to continue to connect with. You know, I like to send out the family holiday cards with a picture of, you know, this year we're going to do it with me, my wife, the girls, the dog, the horse, all of us. We're all going to be on the holiday card. So we're going to see how that works, but we're going to try to make it. And, you know, I'm a big I'm a big family-oriented person, and I use these cards to share with my family what's going on.
That's awesome. And as far as the law goes, you know, your law practice and stuff, have you felt it's really brought up your credibility and your trust factor? It's because in law, let's just face it, some people you need to build that up to be able to earn their um, their trust to be able to either just get their business to initiate it, right? Is that true?
Yeah, it's certainly helped. And whenever I've had some big accomplishments, such as when I published my book, that's one of the opportunities I use SendOutcards for. Was, hey, I just published this book. Check it out on Amazon, and it helped establish my credibility a bit more, because not only have I written a book, here's a way that I'm communicating that to you in a different way, as opposed to just sending you an email or sending you something stock. Here's a special card to just announce, hey, look at my book.
Right. You know, check this out. You know, it's for your reading pleasure. And just so you know, it's titled Estate Planning and the Modern Family, Old School Meets New School. I love that, old school meets new school. That's just so cool. It's kind of like send out cards, you know, sending
Yeah.
cards in the technology that we have here. So anything else you wish to share before we wrap up?
Happy birthday, Sharon.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it is my birthday. So that's awesome. So thank you, everybody. I am Sharon Graham, and today is my birthday. I won't tell you how old I am, but I'm under 50. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the person that sent you here today. My email is below. And again, my co-host will be joining me next week. And I know we were trying our best with technology. We don't have Peter and I's picture here down below, but you did get to hear us. So that's great. So Peter, if they had any questions to reach you, you're on LinkedIn, right? And can you tell us your website?
Sure, yeah, I'm on LinkedIn, and my website is moustakislaw.com, moustakislaw.com, and all my contact information is there too.
Great. Thank you so much, everybody who's joining us. We hope this provided amazing value for you and you continue to grow relationships. Take care.